guys, welcome back. So today I wanted to bring you another story from my hometown, or my home area. It has to do with a little girl from a well-known place that you may know and love called Six Flags over Texas. And Annie, from the most part, from what I know, from what I've gathered, is a true story. So really what we know about the little girl who lived with her family on this little house out in literally in the middle of nowhere on the lands, and you didn't really have many neighbors because everything was, it was so new, and the land was just being founded, I guess you could say. But there was this little girl who lived with her family. I'm assuming they lived in a little house in Arlington, Texas. I think she may have been about 9 years old, maybe a little bit younger. However, one day she was playing outside next to the river, because the river is literally right next to her house. Maybe at most the length of a football field, and I think that's giving it way too much. Maybe like half of the size. Either way, the river is right next to her house. So one day she was playing outside and she ended up drowning in this river. Poor thing. Can you imagine? Like, I don't even want to think about it. But so over the years, there have been so many stories that have popped up. So the house that Annie lived in, Annie's house, still resides within the middle of Six Flags over Texas. It's located in the Texas section, right next to the Texas Giant. It is an active store. They made it into a candy store. I think they sell popcorn, maybe some ice cream, and cotton candy. But it's still an active restaurant. At least the last time that I was there, it was an active restaurant. Now here's the funny thing. Throughout the years that I had been going to Six Flags, which was since I was a little girl to adulthood, Annie's the store, they used to be inside. The store used to be an active store inside, and you'd go in and whatnot, and there were stories that there was a little attic door it was locked. Okay, so let me just say, there's an attic door that was locked. So you had to unlock it, but that's where they kept their, all of their inventory was up in this attic. There were times I said that the attic door would be unlocked, the inventory would be moved when they went up to check it. You would see like a little, a curtain open up at the top window. There were just a lot of things that people said that they had experienced while working there. So eventually, over the years, Annie, since the store, moved all of their inventory, all of their business outside. They no longer did business inside, which I thought was funny because I was like, weren't they, the last time that I had been there, everything was outside, and before that, when I had worked there, the store was still inside. So I thought it was hilarious. I was like, oh my god, all these people are getting haunted, they're getting freaked out, so they're just moving everything outside. Now, I don't know if that's the case, but I definitely know that that's the story. And they said that you can see her sometimes walking around the Texas Giants in that little area because that's her home, and she's probably still lost, I don't know, but it's probably pretty cool that her house is now literally in the center of this amazing theme park. So, she gets to play and smell the cotton candy and all that stuff all of the time. I think that's pretty sweet. It's almost bittersweet that she's there. So that is the story of Annie's. I know that also when I would leave the park at night, I would always get people, because I used to work in the tower section, so there's this big orange tower in the middle of Six Flags, and we had to walk through the park to get to the exit. And so I would always ask people, I'm like, let's go through the Texas section. attraction. Let's go there. Let's go see Annie. Sometimes I wouldn't even mention her name. I'd just be like, hey, let's go this way. Let's detour and let's go through this section as we're leaving. And I cannot tell you how many people literally just straight up said, nope, not gonna do it. I'm not going there. You can go, but I'm not going. And I was like, well, what's the fun of going by myself? I want to go with you guys. I want to have this whole interaction. Yeah, so people say they've seen her. They've interacted with her, I guess, with the movements of everything. I don't know. I think that she's playing around. She's having fun. She's a little girl. And there's all of this excitement around. So, of course, with all of this excitement and all of this energy, you've got to have some sort of paranormal activity if there's a spirit lingering around, especially a little girl and especially a theme park. I don't know. Annie has always been near and dear to my heart because I loved Six Flags growing up. Haven't been there in so long, but one of my dreams was to perform at Six Flags Over Texas. I actually got to be a zombie there once, so it was pretty cool. But if you were ever at Six Flags, make sure to stop by and say hello to Annie. Take a picture and let me know also down in the comments what stories you've heard about Annie. If you have any, I know that I've got a lot of people who are in that area who've been to Six Flags who know about Annie. Let me know if you've ever worked in Annie's. I mean, I would love to hear your stories because I think that's amazing that resides there. So, alright guys, that is my Annie story for the day. That's my ghost story. I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And then down below in the comments, just to help me out, can you put a happy face emoji? Just put a happy face emoji for me. Let me know that you watched the video all the way through. I'm so excited also. I have my old camera back, so I'm not on my cell phone anymore. Yay! Alright, I'm going to cut it out right now. So have a great day and until next time. Hey guys, welcome to my new haunted location. My new cemetery. You guys like it? I am in love. I'm loving the purple and the gray and just the spooky vibes all together. I love it. Oh, I just love it. So welcome back. I hope that you have been doing amazing. So the story today I bring to you is a legend from where I grew up. Now, over time, we have all heard stories about different white ladies, ghostly ladies who have walked the highways late at night, who've walked the beaches, who search for their children, who search for their missing husband or their fiance who left them at the altar. There's so many different stories regarding the white lady. So this story is about a local girl from Dallas, Texas. Now that is an area that I grew up in. I grew up in Irving, Texas, just a small town out, well, it's not really small. It's a town, city, I guess now, outside of Dallas, Texas. It's maybe 20 minutes out. So within this vicinity, there is a place called White Rock Lake. It's a popular legend, or it's famous amongst all of the people in that area. Basically, the story is that there was this couple who went to White Rock Lake. I guess they were spending the day there, having a nice day at the lake together. Maybe it was a date, maybe they were just having fun, maybe just a little picnic, maybe they were fishing, having watermelon, whatever it was. So it got later in the evening, and so they decided to go home. And as they were getting in the car, they turned on their lights, and in front of them appeared a girl who maybe was in her late teens or early 20s, just drenched in water. She was soaked head to toe, like she had fallen in the water. She came up to the window and asked this couple if they could please take her home. They said she was with her friends earlier that day. The boat had tipped over and she was still there. Her friends had left her, but she was stuck. She was there. They left without her. So the couple, or the lady, the wife, looked at this girl, looked at her dress and said, oh my gosh,
she's got on a Neiman Marcus dress. That has to be a Neiman Marcus. I know that. I work there. This is a girl from the area. You know, we've got to take her home. We've got to pick her up and let's take her home. Let's be nice. Let's be good people. Let's take her home. And I don't know what that is that was flying next to me. You guys catching that? Okay. Anyway, so the girl got in the car. They're like, sure, you know, get in the car, come with us. We'll take you home where you live. The girl was so grateful. She got in the car. And of course, you know, she was drenched head to toe, so she was, you know, she got the seat all wet. And she's like, I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for helping me out. So the windows were rolled down, you know, because it was a nice, I guess, summer night. Maybe it was a spring night. Either way, doesn't matter. The windows were rolled down, so as they were driving, her hair began to dry. Just began to dry. And then they looked up. And, you know, the girl had told them the address, of course, as they were driving. And they looked up, they looked in the rearview mirror, and the girl was gone. Just, all that was there was a puddle of water where she had sat. So confused, lost, like, I mean, how would you be if all of a sudden somebody just, there one moment, and then gone the next? So they proceeded on. They said, okay, well, let's check this out and see, maybe, we don't know. So let's go ahead. Let's go to the address that the girl gave us and see what the hell is going on. So they went over to the address. They walked up to the door. They knocked on the door, and this man answered. And they said, I'm so sorry, but this just happened. We picked up this girl at the lake. She said that she lives at this address, but as we were driving, she disappeared. We don't know what happened to her. But this is where she said she lives. The man just got so sad. He said, yeah. He's like, you're in the right place. And the girl that you saw, the girl that you talked to, that was my daughter. She drowned 2 years ago. Oh, every time I hear that story, it just gives me chills. The legend, or I guess the legend has it that is if you go to the lake at night, if you park at the, you know, you park there, that when you turn on the light, like if you face your car towards the lake, if you turn on your lights, she'll appear. So I've never done it. I always wanted to. Maybe one day when if I ever go back to Dallas, that I'll try it out. And if any of you guys have done that, anybody that's from the Dallas area, or has ever been to Dallas, whatever, if you've tried this, please let me know. Comment below, comment your stories. I would also love to hear about your experiences, your stories about the white ladies. And if you have, you know, any stories that you would recommend, I would love to read them. It's so sad and so scary all at the same time. But that is my story for the day, Lady of White Rock Lake. You can look it up. There's many, many stories out there. It's been printed in the newspaper, all kinds of things. So it is definitely a popular legend down in the Dallas area. So I hope that you guys, again, I hope you like my set. I'm so excited. I just love the whole ambiance and the color of it. But I'm hoping to also do something for Halloween. Hopefully, I don't know if I'm going to do it every day or maybe, you know, twice a week, whatever it is, but I am planning to do something for Halloween. So please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, put it on notifications so that you can catch when I post new videos. I've got new things coming. I'm so excited. But until the next video, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.